time later today, a major case is being heard at the Supreme Court. Justices will hear arguments about President Donald Trump's desire to end birthright citizenship. With more on that, I want to bring in Joe St. George with Scripps News Group, joining us now live. Joe, good morning. What are the potential implications of this case?
Case that the Supreme Court hears here in 2025, depending on what opinion eventually gets issued. Remember, today's just oral arguments. It'll be several weeks before we get an opinion, but we certainly would expect one before July 1st. At first glance, you would think this case would be all about the 14th Amendment and President Trump's desire to end birthright citizenship. I don't want to go too constitutional at 6:45 in the morning, but the 14th Amendment says all persons born in the United States, subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States. But President Trump has signed an executive order several months back now that is attempting to end birthright citizenship for those that come into the U.S. illegally. But we're not expecting the justices to spend too much time on whether President Trump's executive order is constitutional or not. That legal fight is expected to happen at a later date. What today's legal fight is about is something we've heard a lot of since January 20th. Injunctions, universal injunctions. Aaron, how many mornings since January 20th have you and I talked about a federal district judge in some state blocking parts of the Trump agenda? Today, the Supreme Court is going to look at whether district judges in particular have the constitutional authority to issue these universal nationwide injunctions that block presidential directives. It's a relatively new phenomenon, but President Trump has set the record for the most injunctions against him, and he's only been in office a little more than 100 days. President Biden had roughly 30 in his 4 years in office, already at least 39 for President Trump, approaching 40. The White House has said, This is horrific. The president has said this could lead to the destruction of the country. He's called them radical left-wing judges blocking his agenda. The White House wants some change here. We'll see if the Supreme Court gives it to him. They could keep the status quo. In that case, you can expect more district judges to block controversial and consequential executive orders by the president, or they could say, no, district judges, you don't have the authority to be doing what you're doing. If that's the outcome here, Aaron, it would be a significant win for the Trump administration and an expansion of presidential power a bit. So, yes, is it a complicated day here at the Supreme Court? Yes, it usually is, but it's a big one nonetheless.
Complicated, but you are putting it into perspective for us, and we appreciate you, Joe. It is 6:48 now.